Tyler Ramos. 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 Tyler Ramos.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. I heard ATB got shadow banned. The SEC coming after ATB, trying to shut them down. Oh, I realize, guys, that my audio is super hot. Hopefully I didn't blow anybody's eardrums out. Let me go ahead and lower that for you guys. Test. What is going on? Okay. I think that's a little bit better. Hopefully, I didn't deafen everybody. But yeah, guys, welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. What happened? Yeah, my ears. Sorry about that, guys. We had BJ, our technical director, the infamous BJ, adjust some things in our vMix project here, and it reset our audio settings. So I apologize about that, but guys, we got Javit the Barber in chat. I see him popping in right there. What's up, Javit? But yeah, guys, we have an awesome show for you tonight. We're taking a look at Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at the altcoins. Obviously, Bitcoin getting that move down that we were expecting based off of that bear pennant that we saw on the 4-hour time frame, as well as a bunch of other bearish signs. And we looked for that move down. We got it. The short is in profit. It is not on BitGet for the competition, guys. I was actually in that short just before the competition started. So that one's on FEMEX, but we will be looking for trade entries for our BitGet competition. Shout out to everybody who is trading alongside us in this competition. Guys, we took home the FEMEX competition. We're taking home this BitGet win as well. Already, I think, in 5th or 4th place the last time I checked. So we're already crushing it. But yeah. If you guys are not already in the free Discord and you are trading in the BitGet competition, we do have a special channel just for people in the competition. I'll be putting my setups in there, as well as all the other traders sharing their trade ideas, going back and forth, trying to find the best entries. So that channel was a big part of why we were able to smash the FEMEX competition. So if you're trading, in this competition, definitely get in that channel in the free Discord. And if you're not in the trading competition and you're just getting your feet wet with trading, get in the free Discord and learn from all the great traders, plus me, in that Discord. And then in the next competition, you could join us and help us crush it. But guys, obviously, Bitcoin is getting some pretty interesting price action here as we are coming down to very, very interesting support. Is it time to potentially take a scalp long? We're going to take a look at it. I'm going to let you guys know kind of how I'm feeling. Saw you play Warzone. Shout out to PT123. Yeah, shout out to everybody who's hanging out on the Hit Gaming channel when we were live streaming from with Joel from Hit Gaming. Super fun. Riddled with technical difficulties. We could not get into a game to save our life. The internet was a wreck. I got kicked off the stream. I tried to get back in. My audio didn't work. It was an absolute nightmare, but it was kind of hilarious, and it made the story. So, yeah, shout out to everybody. We're going to be doing that more often for anyone who's interested in watching me get wrecked in Warzone or maybe even Apex. But, yeah, I'm rooting for Halo because I could smack people in Halo. But, yeah, let's – yeah, I got Diego saying, Frankie, get Ben some water and show your calves. Yeah, shout out to Ben and the morning stream. Yeah, I had to bring some water. Hey, listen, when Ben's assistant's not there, someone's got to bring Ben water. And you know what? Sometimes you got to hit up the calf man. But yeah, guys, with that being said, I don't want to spend too much time. We do have some interesting price action, and we are coming down to interesting support. So I want to get right into the charts. But first, we got to go ahead and say what is going on to the Mafia. Who do we got in chat tonight? Let's go ahead and see. We got Carson Ransom. What is going on? What time does the stream start? The stream starts right now, my man. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you. Crypto Ryan with the fire emojis. Appreciate you for being here, brother. The Days of Old, as always, saying good evening, everybody. Saying what's up to the Mafia. I appreciate you, Days of Old. Absolute OG of the channel. Always tuning in. Jonathan Schaefer, what is going on, bro? He says, can you do a stream later? That's when I can actually be in chat and not just lurk when I have to feed my daughter. Shout out to Jonathan Schaefer. Guys, we're moving the stream time for Jonathan Schaefer. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being in here and working around your busy father schedule for getting in on the shows. Chusei Crypto, as always. Chusei, you on the team, bro? Are you on the Bit Squad? Trading in the BitKit competition? Let me know, dude. We need you, man. Let's see. What up, CandleMafia? Shout out to Metabice. Welcome in, man. Dill Cosby, Hodl Gang, Nate Quantum Divergences. What is going on? Mad respect, Jonathan. We'll save some special sauce just for you. That's right. We'll jar it, and we'll send it to your house, my friend. Shout out to all our mods. Crypto Billy, Crypto Anon, Tony D, Captain Kirk, D Petty Crypto, Tyler Durden. I think that's it. Did I say Rob the Crypto Snob? Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. Guys, our mods are the best in the game, not just in crypto YouTube, but just in YouTube in general. So show them some love in chat. AZTV, always happy to see you here, man. Unforgettable name. How could I forget your name? What is going on? We got Wolves in the chat with the check mark. Let's get it. Nomad Dad, any chance I can get a honk? Shout out to Nomad Dad. Let's see. Crypto Arbitrage with the 199 super chat with the cake. I appreciate that, brother. Very appropriate emoji because we about to get this cake. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Brian Varney, what is going on? I think we go lower than 10K. Let's see what our poll says. A lot of people, the majority of people, just the shy majority, about 52%, think we're going to 10K. And you guys know, if you watch the stream, I don't think that is impossible. We do have a macro POC in that range. Paper Planes, gang. He's one of the big contributors to the FEMAX competition dub. Paper Planes, are you trading in the BitGet competition, or are you kind of just like, are you just walking away with that fat P&L from the FEMAX competition? Let me know, bro. I'd love to know. Let's see. Crypto Gus, what's going on? Tor, what is going on? Never go full clown mode on the charts, guys. Shout out to Tor. That's dang right. You only want to be half clown mode. You know what I'm saying? You want to at least have a stop loss set. I mean, you could have your stop loss set way down, but at least have it set. That's what we call half clown mode. No stop loss at all is full clown mode. But you know we don't like to do that over here. Shout out to Tor. David, what's going on? And Drew Berry. What is going on, guys? We got 391 people in here. Smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, we just popped over 100. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure where you will have a chance to win some free crypto. So without further ado, guys, we got a lot to look at on the charts. So let's go ahead and jump right into the charts. Let's see. Crypto Arbitrage is in second. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Arbitrage and shout out to Jiren as well. But guys, here we are on the Bitcoin chart. But here we go, guys. We're going to go ahead and start on the higher time frames. We got a new week. We got the BitGet competition. It's going to be so hard to get Femex out of my head after saying Femex competition so many times. BitGet, BitGet, BitGet. Here we go. And if you guys want to sign up to trade alongside us, even if you're not in the competition, you want to trade on BitGet, you can check the link in the description down below and sign up for BitGet. One cool feature of BitGet, they let you long and short the same coin at the same time, so you can hedge your bet just a little bit. I think Jason Casper calls it going schlong. Oh, God. Tyler Durden. Tyler Durden muted Mrs. Candles. Tyler Durden's going to get me in trouble, but I feel like that might be the fake Mrs. Candles. Shout out to Tyler Durden, always keeping the Mafia safe in chat. But yeah, let's go ahead. And I assume Mrs. Candles or the fake Mrs. Candles was probably just saying something funny. You're funny. Mrs. Candles, we love you. The real one and the fake one. But yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, shout out to Jimbo Tango. He says no stop loss equals full Caroline mode. Shout out to FTX. Yeah, guys, crazy stuff. Also, you need to DM me via Discord to claim your prize from Friday. Oh, my God. Tyler Durden with the mixed emotions, muting Mrs. Candles, but then saying, hey, hit me up. I'm still giving you the free crypto. Shout out to fake Mrs. Candles. We love you here. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into the charts. Obviously, guys, we are getting, we are coming down a little bit here. Looking for that bullish divergence on the weekly time frame, as we've been talking about. Lower lows on our price action, higher lows on our momentum waves. But you want to take a look at this VWAP. This is kind of the story of the day. Obviously, very far away from that zero line. However, the fact that we are curving up even a little bit is somewhat of a decent sign. But obviously, things are not looking too good right now. So, shout out to Lane Hughes. I see you, bro. Lane Hughes in the chat. What is going on, man? Yeah, just shy of printing this double green dot, guys. We want to come down and cross this white line to get another double green dot, another green jot. Another double green dot down here on Market Cipher B. But seeing this round off on the weekly is not the worst sign. But again, things are still not looking that great. And then, guys, we're going to talk about kind of what we were looking at last week and what we were expecting and kind of what happened, just to help anybody kind of identify how we were able to know that we were going to take this move down. If you guys watch the channel, you know we were leaning bearish. Although we were looking for some short-term bounces to the upside, which we did get, we were still leaning bearish for numerous reasons. So we're going to take a look at those and then kind of see how they played out and where these targets and measured moves can take us potentially in the future. Shout out to G7 Up, Bing Bong. G7 Up was in there playing or attempting to play some video games with us on Hit Gaming. G7 Up, we'll have to do a rain check on that because yeah, we barely played. Technical difficulty after technical difficulty. But let's see. Shout out to JP. Shout out to you, man. It says, Frankie, you the man. No, JP, you the man, my man, the man. Anyway, yeah, shout out to you, dude. Let's see. D-Gen saying, you the man, bro. No, you're the man. I'm not the man. You're the man. You're the men. You're the multiple men. Anyway, so that's kind of on the weekly. Nothing really to deduce from this other than the VWAP starting to curve around. Could be somewhat of a decent sign, but let's go ahead and move on and see if we could, find anything else on any of these other time frames. Getting close to getting another double green dot here on your 6-day. 5-day blood diamond, guys. Remember, this was, these higher time frame confirmed Market Cipher A bear signals were one of the major things that we were looking for. Or looking at to help us lean bearish, right? Confirmed blood diamond on the 5-day. That was one of those bearish signals on Market Cipher A that may have continued to play out, which it does look like it is continuing to do. But yeah. Continuing on here, looking at the 4-day confirmed blood diamond as well, continues to bring you down here. Again, confirmed blood diamond. We knew this. We looked at this yesterday. Another reason why we were leaning bearish. Still there. VWAP on its way to the zero line, but you see it's just starting to round off a little bit. Looks like it could get rejected. But continuing on, let's see the 3-day confirmed blood diamond. Same story here. VWAP starting to get rejected a little at that zero line. 2-day came so close, guys. Now, you guys, we talked about this last week as well. this was one of those things, right? We saw the VWAP coming up, and we brought this up on the stream. We see the VWAP coming up towards the zero line, but it started to round off here, looking like it wanted to come to the downside. But we were saying, even if we did get that green dot, the real bearish signal here is not that VWAP, right? Because the VWAP represents, again, for anybody who doesn't know, the VWAP does kind of represent the ebbs and the flows in the market, right? But the money flow kind of points more towards the general macro trend, or just the trend of that time frame. Right? So with the money flow coming out on that 2-day, we weren't even really getting that excited about that VWAP crossover to the upside. But at the end of the day, we didn't even get it. We got rejected. But money flow back in the red on the 2-day. That is definitely more of a bearish look. Your daily also, guys, not looking the best here. Let's go ahead and turn on Market Cipher A. Where's she at? Where's she at? Boom. Okay. So, again, guys, not looking too good on the daily. We are printing the dreaded. Where's Thesis himself? Or is it Anonymous? I always forget who tries to protest the yellow X's. But shout out to, I think it's Thesis. Shout out to Thesis himself. We do have a yellow X printing on the daily time frame, guys. This is typically a pretty bearish sign. You can see this one did not actually play out too much. But this one does look like it wants to play out a little bit more. So this is a bearish sign. About an hour and 5 minutes left to confirm this. Again, the real bearish sign here, other than that yellow X. Obviously, you have the red dot, so you're expecting a move down anyway. With the printing of that yellow X adds a little bit of insult to injury, and to add even more insult to injury, guys, the money flow looks horrible, right? We came all the way down, and then we kind of got a lackluster pump back into the green with the money flow, and now we're back on our way down. Looks like we probably are going to cross into the red before the end of the stream. We'll keep an eye on it and check it before we sign off, but definitely a bearish look here if that money flow crosses back into the red, and if that yellow X confirms. Could get pretty dicey here, guys. Yellow X's are crazy. Never underestimate those little duckers. Yeah, those ducks. You got to watch those ducks. Shout out to Scar Crypto Face. Let's see. Eric Ward says, hello, CandleMafia and moderators. What is going on? Shout out to Eric Ward, absolute OG. I see corn. I love cone. And when I mixed it with butter, everything changed. Anyway, the VWAP flop, shout out to Crypto Arbitrage. But yeah, guys, this is a bearish sign. We put this in the Discord last night, right? Let's see. Let's make sure I don't pull up any seed phrases here. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't just like keep my seed phrases around my computer. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull up that Discord. And yeah, there it is. Bada boom, bada bing. There you go. So last night, if the internet wants to work, little mobile update yesterday. You could see, guys, obviously, I put this in. We're going to touch on this. This is that bear pennant we were watching, that macro bear pennant with a beautiful little blood diamond confirmation, and then came right to the downside. Bing bong, all the way down. But guys, we're going to talk about that because we were talking about this on the live stream on Friday, how there would not be a better way to break out of these bear pennants other than having some blood diamonds pop up right at the apex of the pattern. So that was beautiful, but I did put this in yesterday, and I said the shorts are paying tonight, which they are. I'll bring my short up in a second. Couldn't get back above that POC, and that bear pennant decided to break down with a 4-hour blood diamond. Right now, getting a little bounce off that blue box. We also have a spider line in this area. We are printing a red dot on the daily with a yellow X. This is very bearish. Next major level is still the value area low at 15,730, which we just came eerily close to before bouncing. Remember, if we lose 15,220, we have a low volume gap down to the macro value area low, which gets you into the 14,000s. And then, as I continue to look at the charts here, I said, 2-day money flow back in the red, which I think it did dip into the red. Now it's kind of hovering, but it looks like it could potentially cross back into the red. Some bull divs printing on the lower time frames, but I don't know how much they'll give us. What did I actually say? I don't know how much juice they'll have because things still look pretty bearish. I'm going to hold my short, or I guess technically I said my shirt. My short, take some profits here and reanalyze in the morning. And then I woke up and we absolutely moved to the downside. Short was a little more in profit. But yeah, guys, looking pretty bearish with this daily yellow X. On top of this, guys, obviously we did have this we did have this bear pennant, right? This is how we knew this was going to happen for the most part, guys. This obviously does not play out 100% of the time, but anybody watching this will know that we've been watching this bear pennant very, very closely to potentially break to the downside. And obviously, we did get that beautifully. And then you had a 4-hour blood diamond right here at the tip, at the absolute apex of the pattern. And you guys know that with these patterns, typically you get a move for bear pennants, you get a move, big explosive move to the downside with some bearish consolidation, just price coiling up inside of this pattern. And then typically the closer you get to the tip of this pattern is when you see the breakdown. This is textbook, guys. This is why I was praying. I was absolutely praying this was going to play out because it's just a good teachable moment, right? Bear pennants, this could have broken to the upside. Don't get me wrong. These are not 100%, but more often than not, these break to the downside. And this is just a textbook example of how you can confirm if they're going to break down. Big move, consolidation. You already know it's probable that this breaks to the downside, but you get the confirmation of the blood diamond at that tip where you're expecting the breakdown to happen, and you absolutely come out, and this thing is breaking down to the downside. The scary thing about this, guys, the scary thing about this is the measured move from this bear pennant does bring you down to about 12K even, which is a pretty scary target. So are we going to make it down there? There's no promises, but just so you know, the measured move does bring you down to about 12K on this. So that is, a pretty big move to the downside. So we could be on the verge, and, accompanied by a daily yellow X printing, definitely possible we make it down there, right? But real quick, back to the 4-hour, guys. It was not just this bear pennant that was making us feel bearish. It was the higher time frame blood diamonds confirmed on the higher daily time frames. It's the money flow coming out on the daily. It's the money flow coming out on the 2-day. It's all about the confluence. You need multiple things pointing in the same direction, right? And this just played out absolutely perfectly. So, and I think we were also looking on ETH. It had double blood diamonds maybe on the 5 or 6 hour, and I was saying, hey, this looks like it's going to break down. But beautiful, beautiful textbook move. Absolutely love that this played out like this. Learn from this, guys. This is how we knew it was going to come down. And not only that, we have context of the market in total, just complete context of the market, right? Not only was it the bear pennant, not only was it the blood diamonds on the higher time frames and the money flow on the higher time frames coming out, and this blood diamond obviously popping up at the tip, but the other reason we were leaning bearish was because we were watching our key level here, the POC at 16,779. We knew that if we came down and we could not decisively get above this POC and we continued to bang our head, we were already expecting that it was more likely to come down to our value area low. And where did the price go? It went right to the value area low, guys. Volume profiles for the 766,432nd time. I don't even know if that was a real number. I said that correctly. But volume profiles, guys. I don't care if you watch my videos on volume profiles or you want to go find another YouTuber to learn it from, but we have them on our channel. Please, if you are new to trading, please focus on learning about volume profiles. It is the most helpful thing. It is like getting X-ray vision into the market. So blood diamonds on the higher time frames, very bearish. Money flow coming out on the higher daily time frames, very bearish. And a 4-hour bear pennant, which more likely breaks down than it breaks up. And we were stuck below that POC, already expecting to revisit that value area low. We probably have a savage clip of us talking about that on Friday, and we hit it. We nailed it perfectly, guys. It came right down to that value area low. We even got a little wick down to our really, really sketchy last resort level of support, which is about 15,420, this purple line right here, or the bottom of this blue box. We wicked down there. Are we going to hold this value area low, or are we going to break down and eventually lose this level and the spider line right here coming in at 15,200? And are we going to break down through that volume gap and come revisit our macro value area low at about 14,408? We will find out. We'll have to wait. But like I said, we are coming down to interesting levels of support, which is obviously this value area low where we were expecting to come. But not only are we coming down to this interesting level of support, but we are also getting some bullish confirmations on the lower time frames, right? So now, you want to be careful with a day. Lane says, isn't that a daily bull div about to confirm in an hour? Lane, yes. Yes, Lane. I'm gonna come back to that. We're gonna talk about that and kind of why Yes, it is there, 100%. You're not going crazy. I see what you're seeing, but we're going to kind of talk about why I'm not really putting too much weight on that. Now, it doesn't mean I'm disregarding it completely, but we do have very bearish things, right? But we will talk about that in just a second. What videos do you have on volume profiles? SMTY or Smitty. Shout out to you, man. If the mods can link those videos, I would greatly appreciate you forever. But yeah, I'm sure the mods will link that video very, very soon. Oh, my God. Finding divergences using, shout out to Rob, just linking the divergence. Yeah, divergences and volume profile. If I had to start all over again, I would start learning with those two things after I learned like the basics of how to read charts and plot levels of support and resistance. When I started really getting into trading, I wish I learned about, I really, really wish I learned about the volume profile and the divergences way sooner than I did. It would have saved me a lot of time and a lot of money. But yeah, check out those divergence videos. There they are. Boom. Shout out to Rob just hooking up the Mafia. Yeah, exactly, Lane. That is basically what I'm thinking. You know, a lot of the bullish stuff is getting stepped on. So, but we're going to talk about it. Definitely see those bull divs. You're definitely not going crazy. Don't worry. But here we go, guys. Coming down to this interesting level of support with some interesting confirmations, right? We do have, there it is. It's finally printing. 1 hour bull div printing at our key level of support. Now, should we take this? Should we take this live on stream? Should we take this? Let me know. Are you guys feeling confident about this? Or, yeah. Are you guys, should we take this? Or are you guys sketched out about this trade? But here we go. This is what we're looking at, guys. We came down. We are somewhat holding this value area low with a bullish divergence, not only on the 1 hour, but if you come down lower here, right? We put a bullish divergence in on the 12-minute, on the 15-minute, even on the 30-minute, right? We had a 30-minute little bull div here, but they're kind of getting rolled over on. However, your 45-minute is printing a bull div, and your 90-minute is also printing a bull div, but you have this little doji candle, a little bit sketchy. I may take this, right? Not a trade call, guys. Not just, oh my God, Frank might take this. J-Lo says clown mode time. Yeah, you know, you know, I want to be very careful because we're in the big trading competition. I would hate to get just wrecked on, you know, trying to make some content here and get wrecked for the competition. But do it for the otters. Alex O says do it for the otters. Oh God, here we go, clowning again. Shout out to Tor. But yeah. I mean, it's not a complete gamble, guys. Like, you have the bull divs here. However, it's not looking like absolutely super beautiful, right? Like, if we had a bunch of green dots printing on the higher time frames, you know, with the money flow coming up aggressively on your lower time frames, you can see your money flow is coming out on the 10-minute. It's coming out on your 12-minute, and you know, even the 20-minute, it's coming up, but the VWAP's coming down. It's likely to come rolling back over. I don't know how confident I feel about this, but you do have a textbook bull div at your value area low. So if you guys are looking to long any levels near here, just be really careful because, you know, it's not looking absolutely golden. Sometimes we're just like, okay, this looks great. We're jumping in. But this is a beautiful bull div at key support. This is the target we've been watching for so long. So this would be a good setup, but I'd like to see these lower time frames have the money flow roll back to the upside a little bit. Maybe I'll take a small little trade. Again, I don't really want to get wrecked for the trading competition. Typically, I don't mind getting wrecked for the stream, right? Get wrecked for some content so you guys don't have to get wrecked. But yeah, I would like to see slightly better setups for this bull div, but you do have it there. Take it for what it's worth. You definitely have key support. You definitely have that bull div. I would just be very careful because we have that 4-hour yellow X confirmed. We have the daily yellow X printing, as well as just a plethora of really bearish signs. Yellow X confirmed on the 90-minute, but it does look like it wants to cool off a little bit. Baby, I'm looking. Oh God, I'm bad. The trigger finger's itching, guys. The trigger finger's itching. It's probably not going to 17. Unlikely. The Bears are going to grab it down. Drew, I am still leaning bearish. I would have to agree with you. But there you go, guys. Coming down to that value area low, which was the level we were looking for, and we are finding support as we expected with bullish divergences, not only on the lower time frames, but also the 1 hour and the 90-minute here. Your 2 hour also about to print a bull div here. But again, I'm not saying this can't play out to the upside. It would be, I mean, it would be very unlikely to get nothing out of this, but definitely possible, and also just look at the money flow. I would love to see the money flow curving up as well. I'd feel much more confident taking the trade. But, you know, you still could get some form of a move here. But if you are going to take that trade, just be very, very careful. This is not a trade call. You should not copycat trade anybody. Any crazy person you see on YouTube talking about charts and trades, you should not just copy trade them, right? You should do your own TA, and if your TA is telling you to take the trade, you take that trade, but don't just copy trade. It's typically a losing formula, but I'm just bringing you the information. The bull divs are starting to print at your key support, but just be very careful because you have the yellow X's, and sometimes those yellow X's, like Lane Hughes said, can absolutely step on those bullish setups. So if we get a bounce, where am I looking to get a bounce to, and where would I be expecting some resistance? Immediate level that I would be expecting some resistance would be basically right here, this local golden pocket coming in at about 15,950. Let's see, what kind of move can you get out of that? If you were to get in, let's say you get in about right here. Whoops. Let's say you get in right here, and let's say you take profit, right before. This would be like a pretty to be honest. 1.5 risk to reward is not the best. I wouldn't even really feel, I would want my stop loss a little lower than this. This is a pretty garbage risk to reward. It's basically a 50-50 shot. If you're going to win or lose this as far as risk to reward ratio goes, this would be a much healthier, this local golden pocket would be much healthier. You got almost a 3.0 risk to reward. But I would be expecting some resistance if we do get that move to the upside. I would expect, a potential rejection here if we can get a bounce and get above this local golden pocket. You do have this spider line coming in at about 16,100. That would likely act as some pretty strong resistance as well. So that would be where I'd be looking to take some profits. If you did take that. If you did take that trade, you'd be up there for about 2.3% profit. If you're using a little bit of leverage or trading in the BitGet competition, that with a little bit of leverage could get you a decent bit of gains. But if we do get above that as well, the next level I'd be looking at past this spider line would be this local golden pocket, and then eventually coming up to retest this point of control, obviously coming in right here at about 16,779. And if we get above there, I would still not really be bullish. We'd have to come a lot higher for me to really flip and say we're going to get a pretty big move. But those are going to be the first levels that I'm looking at to the upside. Now, if we do continue to absolutely just crash to the downside and we lose this value area low decisively, let's say we come down, bearishly retest, and we start coming down towards this key level at about 15,420. I would look, if we break down through here and bearishly retest, this is where you break into that low volume pocket, and you're going to probably start picking up the pace here and working your way down through this low volume pocket all the way down to your macro value area low. Probably going to be a quick move down to that low macro value area low at about 14,400. And then you're in that range of 12 to 14K, right? The range we've been talking about and dreading for the longest time throughout this entire bear market. Scared money don't make no money. That's dang right, Lane. That's dang right. I found a divergence scanner. Don't worry, I'll be buying yours. Lol, but this one will do for now. But it's amazing. It printed last night. We opened the weekly, but it dumped, canceled it out. Shout out to Lane Hughes. I appreciate you for being here, man. But yeah, I would say, 19K's, like Lane just said, 19K is another key level to watch. More importantly, really to flip, bullish. I would like to come, this is the level we've been watching for a while. This macro point of control is coming in, at about, I would say between 19 and 19.1 would be that key level to watch because you do have some lows down here. So between 19,000 and 19.1 by that macro point of control, there's also a local golden pocket in this area. So if we get a big move to the upside, in my opinion, we'd have to flip this blue box to support. And then you're basically going to be back in our old trading range that we stayed in for what felt like 11 years. But we'll be back in this value area, kind of trading in this range between roughly 21.3 and about 19K. We would be back in that range, which would be pretty bullish in my opinion. So 19K, we're pretty far away from that. That would be another very, very important level to watch. Also, I almost forgot about the trade. Let me pull up my trade. I'm in a short position. Let's go ahead and wait for my computer to stop bugging out so I can pull this up. Here we go. Today's energy, guys, brought to you by the spicy South Korean sparkling cave juice. Keeping the sauce cooking tonight. Let's see. Bada boom. Okay, so here is the short. There you go. There is the short position. Up about Okay. All right. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Got them. Okay. All right. Everybody stay calm. Stay calm. We're getting hacked. We're getting hacked, guys. Okay. So here we go. Okay, this is all right. Let's zoom out there. There we go. There we go. Up 140% on the short here. Probably should have locked in profits a little while ago, but I'm a busy man. I missed it, but we're still deep in profit. I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, up 139% on this short. So not really too upset about that. So I'm gonna hold this. Guys. Probably gonna take profit here pretty soon because these bull divs are likely to give us a move to the downside. So yeah, gonna probably pull some profits. Obviously, all paper, guys. It's all paper trading. I would never trade with real money. Why would I do that? I would never want to make real money. I would just want to keep the fake money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyway, yeah. So those are the levels to the downside I'd be watching, guys. So if we continue down, that major level that we don't want to lose is 15,420, and more specifically the spider line at about 15,200. That is really the level. Once you lose this, if we zoom out, let's turn. Where is our VP VR? Let's turn it on here. Bada boom, right there. Yeah. So let's see. Come on. We're gonna go to a high time frame. There we go. Okay. So if we do continue to lose these prices here, guys, obviously that low volume gap, if we come to about 15,420, yeah, if we lose that 15,420, 15.2, that spider line at 15.2, if we lose that, notice this little pocket here of no volume, probably going to be a quick move down through there all the way to that 14.5K region, 14K being that real strong level. So between 14.3 and 14K is likely to be that next level, and we're seeing that from that volume gap right here. Once we lose that level at about 15.2, going to be a quick little down to about 14,000. And I would say 14,003 will give you a little sticking point, but that $14,000 even should be very, very strong. So those are the next levels to the downside that we will be watching. And then, yeah. So there you go, guys. Definitely leaning a little bit bearish. However, in the short term, you want to remember that those lower time frames are showing those bull divs, and that 1 hour bull div is printing. So keep an eye on that. Could be a short-term bounce, but be careful because of those yellow X's. Shout out to Hey Noodles. Speaking of cooking, I would like to invite your calves to join my online cooking class, OnlyPans, where anything goes in cooking. I like that. Are we doing an R-rated cooking channel? I like it. Shout out to Hey Noodle. I'll be there. Are you going to be cooking noodles or what? I'll bring the macaroni. You bring the noodles. Let's go. No one could ever hate on a little bit of ramen. Let's see. Let's see. The minute you start saying it won't happen, it's going to. Yeah. Ladder for the people in the back lane. Let's see. Mrs. Candle says no sauce for you tonight, Frankie. All right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's continue on here, guys. So that's how, obviously still leaning, shorter term, I do think we can get a bounce, right? But still, potential that now that we've broken down out of this bear pennant, potential possibility that we could be working our way, not an immediate shot, but we could be working our way down to that macro value area low at 14, about 14.4. And if that measured move from that bear pennant winds up playing out, we could be on our way to 12K. And if you guys want to see some low apocalyptic targets for Bitcoin, go ahead and let me know in chat, and I will go ahead and pull those up. But while you guys are doing that, let's go ahead and pull up the SPY, because as you guys know, the confluence was real, guys. Another reason why we were leaning pretty bearish on Bitcoin was because when you come over to the SPY, you guys know we were watching this 4-hour bear div. As you see, we have higher highs into key resistance. There's a value area high here, as well as a plethora of other confluences. Bear div, higher highs on your price action into your resistance right here at about 401. Higher highs, lower highs on your momentum waves, giving you that open alligator mouth. You guys know, typically, that means you're going to puke out purple candles, and boom, blah, we puked out those purple candles, came and kissed our next level of key support to the dollar. Came down here and almost kissed this Let me get rid of this. Almost, kissed this level to the dollar. And this is kind of another thing I was making us wonder, like, are we going to get a bounce here, or are we going to continue to get rejected to the downside? But just another thing, right? This bear div on the SPY was looking pretty bearish. But continuing on here, 1 hour, I think this printed earlier today, 1 hour blood diamond now confirmed on the SPY. Looking at your 4 hour, VWAP starting to work its way back up to the upside. And then, daily looks like you're getting rejected there. Money flow in the red, but your VWAP is getting rejected. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow, with the SPY. But coming up to the weekly, weekly VWAP starting to cool off here. As you guys know, this is something we were watching. This bull div on the weekly for the SPY was how we were able to guess, or basically predict, that we were going to get a move to the upside here on the SPY. But the question is, did we just come up to make a lower high, and are we going to continue in our macro downtrend on the SPY? Definitely, definitely possible. Just broke down, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Are we going to put in another lower low? Potentially, but we do have a lot of support underneath us, so it would likely not be an instant move. But we could be ready to kind of round off here as we start to look like we are making a lower high. As the weekly VWAP is starting to roll over, we could continue to cool off here. Let's move down these time frames. Your 2-day looking for that red dot, and your daily kind of getting rejected at that 0 line. 16-hour, getting rejected as well. Just generally kind of mixed signals here on the SPY, to be 100% honest with you, but just not looking the best. And then taking a look at the DXY, getting that next move up. You guys will know that next level we are looking at is this local golden pocket coming in at about 108.219, and we are starting to climb our way up there. 4-hour red dot is printing right now, so we may cool off short term, but we may just continue. Let's take a look at the daily. Daily green dot confirmed. Looks like you could have some more juice in the tank to bring this up a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you did put in, some pretty nice bullish divergence. We were looking at this a while ago. You did put in nice bullish divergence here on the DXY on the 4-hour time frame at our key support level at about 105.490 before getting this move up. We could see this continued up, right? Money flow also kind of coming up to that 0 line, looking for a crossover pretty soon. So that's another thing to keep an eye on. So this DXY could cool off short term, but then continue to march up. Next level, I would look for for some support before a continuation would be this. I mean, I guess, come back to retest this 786. You do have that local golden pocket there as well. So potentially we could see the DXY kind of cool off a little bit, but before continuing higher, come down and test that 786 fib level right about here. But that's basically what I'm looking at on the DXY and the SPY, as well as obviously Bitcoin. Those are kind of my plans, guys. Going back to Bitcoin for just a second. Let's see. Bada boom, bada boom. We need to break 19K or we have serious problems. We saw this. Let's see. Let's see the scorched earth scenario. 675 people in here concurrently live viewing the stream, guys. Smash that like button if you want to win some free crypto. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on something called the Wheel of Pain and Pleasure, where there's multiple chances to win a giveaway, but we got to get the likes up. Going for 550 likes by the end of the stream, and we'll get that wheel spinning for sure. Let's see. You're the man, Frankie. Thanks for everything you do for the Candle Mafia. Leroy Jenkins, an OG in the chat. What's going on, brother? Thank you for being here. I appreciate all the continued support that you give us. Hey, the best community ever, Candle Mafia. What's up, Frankie? Shout out to Ann Art. What is going on, man? Let's see. Oh, we've reached 34,000 subscribers. Let's go. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob for updating us on that. Almost 700 people in the stream. If you're just coming in here, smash that like button for some free crypto. We just hit 34,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you guys. We're just going to keep grinding this thing up until we hit 100K so we can get our name on the building. But guys, before we jump into the altcoins, let's go ahead and check the King Alt, Ethereum, or Ethereum, as some other people call it, or ETH, as your grandma might call it. But let's go ahead and check out Ethereum here. Now, again, guys, we were looking at this yesterday, looking at this bear pennant, which we obviously had on ETH as well as Bitcoin. But you guys will know, depending on how you draw this bear pennant, it obviously, we looked like we were breaking out of this. We were talking about this Friday. The reason I was more worried about ETH than Bitcoin, hey, 30. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Face in the chat, guys. The Godfather is here. Show him some respect in chat, guys. Shout out Face. Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate you. He says, dang, bro, 34K subs. Congrats. I appreciate that, Crypto Face. Guys, we got a celeb in chat. Show Face some respect. Face, they want to collab. I know it'll happen soon. Shout out to Crypto Face. This is lit. But, guys, smash that like button if you like Crypto Face. And I know you guys all probably came from Crypto Face's channel. If you follow me, chances are you've been following Face for quite some time. Appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you. And he's got the check mark too. We got to work on getting a check mark here. I think you need 100K subs. So smash it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are not already. But continuing on here, guys, obviously I was a little bit more worried about Ethereum because of the fact that we already looked like we had broken out of this bear pennant before Bitcoin even looked like it was going to break down. So we were, leaning a little bit more bearish on ETH, right? Then you got that 4-hour blood diamond. Shout out to Crypto Face. That 4-hour blood diamond, which very, very rarely lie, guys. We got that big dump down to the value area low with a yellow X to add a little bit of insult to injury down to this value area low coming in at about 1094. So yeah, not looking so good, bruv. Not looking so good. But let's come on over to our other Ethereum chart. Now, we did have that measured move that we pulled. And yeah, it's right on track, guys. Right on track. Is this thing going to break us down all the way to about this measured move, this technical target of about 788? We have another level here at about 756. Face, if you're still in chat, how low can ETH go? Let us know in the chat. Yeah, I would love it. Yeah, CF the GOAT. Let's go. Buck Carruthers. Shout out to Crypto Face. Yeah, Face, let us know. How low do you think ETH can go? I think we could potentially get down here and potentially even lower. You guys may know my apocalyptic numbers for ETH. I don't like talking about them very often, but they are possible. But yeah, if you guys, we'll take a look at these apocalyptic numbers for Bitcoin and why these low targets are not that are not that unlikely, right? There's some low targets. I know a lot of people looking at that 10K Bitcoin would make a lot of sense. We have a macro point of control down there and even lower. I don't even know if I want to say the number, but a lot of these targets do make a lot of sense, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue on here. That's that measured move. Let's see if this plays out. But yeah, moving on here, you do have a red dot back on your 4-hour. Yellow X confirmed. Definitely a very bearish sign. Moving on here, your 8-hour VWAP starting to work its way back up. Could potentially put in an 8-hour bull div here. Let's check that 1-hour confirmed bull div. Yeah, as you are getting a little bit of a bounce here. Yeah, I mean, looking very similar to Bitcoin, to be 100% honest. As far as market cipher B, you did get your bull divs here. But again, you want to be very careful with that 4-hour yellow X confirmed. Does the daily yellow X also printed or confirmed on ETH? Yellow X on the daily confirmed. Definitely a very bearish sign here, guys. Not looking good, bruv. Not looking good at all. So yeah, yeah. So our next levels that we are going to be watching here, guys, essentially is going to be about 1050. That's that next level that we have here at about 1050. It is our value area low, our value area low is about, 1016, almost $1,000 even. That is going to be a very, very important level of support that we have to hold. And if we do lose that, let's go ahead and zoom out and see where that volume is. Same thing with this is the major level, right? Just like that 15,420 on Bitcoin and that spider line right below that level that that is holding us back from that low volume gap. The level for ETH is going to be about $1,000. If we break $1,000 on Ethereum. That's right, Ethereum. If we lose $1,000, this support level at $1,000, bearishly retest, guys, could be a very, very quick move down to that 750 level that we've been looking at. And if you lose that level at about 720, could be a quick move down to about 600, and then eventually potentially working your way down to this blue box between 475 and 380. So again, that major level of support that we need to hold if we don't want to see ETH drop into the 700s is going to be about $1,000. If we lose $1,000, might be a quick move down to about 750. Let's see. Yeah, lol, I had Frankie Scandals add me too. Oh, no. Are the scammers out and attacking the CandleMafia? We'll have to take them out, guys. We'll have to take them out. Yeah. Oh, Lord. I'm going to buy so much ETH. Yeah, I agree with you there. Moses, I could not agree more. If we drop down that low for ETH, I am going to be backing up the truck and loading that thing up. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, guys, I feel silly. I feel stupid saying go subscribe to Crypto Face's channel because I assume you guys are all already subscribed. But if you're not already subscribed to Crypto Face, good God, go follow him. He's the GOAT, guys. Go follow Crypto Face. But continuing on here, let's see. All right. So, all right. Yeah, it's about that time, guys. If you want to see your altcoins, go ahead and throw them in chat. We will look at them for you. Try to let you know if it's going to go up or down, or if there's any decent setups to see if there's any decent setups. Red Diamond on the Thanksgiving Day nap. Shout out to Red Diamond. Gabe, thank you for the super chat, Gabe. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Says, is trading a viable option for secondary income? Gabe, I will tell you this. Hey, shout out to Captain Kirk in the chat. Said, I'm def adding to my ETH bag soon. Let's go. Captain, how you doing, Cap? I hope you're doing well. I know you work a lot, but I know you're also in here a lot, and I appreciate you, spreading your time between your job and the Candle Mafia. We love you, Captain Kirk. I think Captain Kirk was our absolute, correct me if I'm wrong, mods. I think Captain Kirk was the first mod ever. So the OGest of the OGs. Crypto Anon, Tyler, I think like all the mods that we have right now are like day ones. But yeah, shout out to Jonas in the chat. XRP, por favor. Mask. We could take a look at Mask and XRP. Yeah, Sniper says trading could be a full-time income. Absolutely. Absolutely. Agree with you there. Captain Kirk says smash those likes. Hey, I didn't say it. Captain Kirk said it. You don't want to be on Captain Kirk's bad side. Trust me. Shout out to Captain Kirk. Smash those likes. 550 likes, and we're spinning the heck out of that wheel. But, guys, is it viable for a secondary income? I'll tell you this. It depends on what you're looking to do, right? If you're looking to, people always ask me what's the best time frame to trade on, and my answer to them is, what is your life like? What does your life look like, right? Do you have a full-time job? If you have a full-time job, I do not recommend day trading at all. I recommend staying far away from day trading if you have a full-time job. It's going to be way too stressful. You have to look at the charts way too much. You have to pay way too much attention. And yeah, I wouldn't get into day trading. What I would do is if you have a job, maybe get into like swing trading and not really using leverage, right? Just get into like spot swing trading, right? Just buy some Bitcoin, hold it. And, if you have a full-time job, I would recommend swing trading, meaning holding your trades from multiple days to potentially multiple weeks, or just long-term investing, buying the dips and holding for a long period of time. Yeah, I would just recommend don't day trade or scalp. It's going to be very stressful. You have to pay way too much attention to the charts. But yeah, if you wanted to just mess around though, you could use a paper account. If you sign up for BitGet, they do have a paper trading platform that'll allow you to trade risk-free. So you could kind of test it there and just kind of play around, get decent with the, get familiar with the platform and get decent at trading just in general once you learn your TA before using real money at all. But yeah. The job is the problem. Need to get rid of that first. Shout out to Nomad Dad. Hey, I know what you mean. But realistically though, everyone always asks like, I got to quit my job so I can focus on trading. I would actually advise heavily against that. I know Nomad Dad probably joking, but I know a lot of people like, I'm going to quit my job, focus on trading. Now, could that work? Yes. It would allow you to focus more? Yes, but I actually don't recommend that at all. I recommend you keeping your job 100% because chances are you're going to lose money at first, so you're going to need that job. So use the money from your actual job to fund your lessons to learn in trading, and then once you become profitable and you're making more money trading than at your job, that's when you can fire your boss. I do not recommend leaving your job if you don't have any other income. It could be a very, very dangerous thing because you are likely to lose money in the beginning, and then you're going to have no job, and you're going to be losing money. You're going to feel discouraged, and it's just going to be a bad look or a bad, it's a bad situation. So anyway, here we go. I opened a scalp, went upstairs to check a leak at my store and got stopped out before I got back to my desk. Yes, could be very, very hard. It creates more stable financial environment. Jimmy Eddy says day trade on the weekends. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you wanted to figure out, you wanted to practice day trading, Paige, I see you. We'll take a look at Mask, brother. But yeah, if you wanted to practice day trading on the weekends, that's totally fine. The volume's a little wonky on the weekends, or the price action's a little wonky because of the lower volume on the weekends. But it doesn't mean you can't trade. So there you go. There's my advice on whether you should have trading as a secondary income. You definitely could do it, but I would just recommend make sure you're swing trading, not day trading. So here we go. Taking a look. Louder for the Mafia in the back. Let's go. Shout out to Sir Okbi. Shout out to you. 100% don't quit your job if you're new to trading. Shout out to Sniper's Nightmare. Yeah, I got you, Pedro. I got you, brother. Okay, so here we go, guys. Let's go. Taking a look at XRP. Bing bong. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll start with fresh chart here. Okay, so as you guys know, we did have that confirmed. We did have that confirmed red dot on the weekly time frame, but we are getting that VWAP to start rolling back to the upside. Could mean, yeah, learn the hard way while you have a job. You need to lose, recover, understand why you lost. Most likely your emotions. Once learned, you will win. Woo, Jiren, you're spitting some sauce over there, my man. That is it. That is it right there. Could you take a look at PYR? Got nuked with everything. Yes, Lane, we will take a look at PYR and ADA. I see you guys in here. The Mafia wanted you too. Rob, the crypto snob. Let's go. Shout out to Brad Gaidell. What is going on, brother? Okay. Here we go. Yeah, so VWAP on the weekly starting to roll back over to the upside. Could be a decent sign. 6 days starting to roll back up. Your 5 days starting to roll back up as well. Not getting all those bearish signals like we have on a lot of these other coins. 4 day, 3 day. VWAP getting rejected at that 0 line. Not the best look here. Shout out to Marlon. Says, hey, Frankie, before I got easily shaken off and afraid every time the market dumps, I appreciate you, man, for sharing your knowledge. Now my fear is gone, and I can ride the market up and down. Shout out to Marlon. Listen, that sounds like a planted testimonial for this YouTube channel. Shout out to Marlon. That's not set up. Marlon, I'm screenshotting that, bro, because that is the textbook reason why I started this YouTube channel. Bear markets do not have to be scary, guys. Bear markets do not have to be scary. They don't have to be depressing. They don't have to be boring because you can make money on the way down. And shout out to Marlon. I'm so happy I was able to show you the way. And here we are making money in a bear market. But here you go, guys. VWAP getting rejected at that 0 line. Money flow generally coming to the upside. 2 day red dot kind of got a little bit of a VWAP flop here. Came up and then just came right back to the downside. Not looking too good there on the 2 day. And your daily printing that red dot. Definitely more bearish. Also, money flow. Come on. Money flow back in the red on your daily as well, as you can see right there. Definitely more bearish. Obviously, guys, if Bitcoin dumps again, the altcoins are going to follow in a much more dramatic fashion. So just be careful and be ready for that. Looking at the 16-hour Blood Diamond confirmed. This still could potentially play out a little bit more. 12 hours, same deal. But the VWAPs are coming back up. Shout out to Clinton Query with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Hey, he says, I'll hit you up on Twitter to play Apex. Do it, brother. I shout you. I appreciate you showing love, bro. Thank you so much for the super chat. Always out here giving those super chats, showing support, Clinton. I appreciate you, brother. All right, let's see. Discovering this channel is one of the greatest things that has ever happened to my life. Shout out to Nate. I appreciate that so much, brother. You're the man. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Let's see. Check out Dogecoin. I'd say if you're new to crypto, run fast and don't turn around. You wouldn't like it here. Shout out to V-Slim in the chat. Let's see. J-Lo says CryptoFace might change the name of the VWAP. What is he going to call it? And then what are we going to call the VWAP flop if he changes the name of the VWAP? I wonder what he's going to call it. Interesting. Shout out to CryptoFace, man. Okay, here we go. This channel is loaded with good info. It'll help you make money. Shout out to Al. You guys are the best. Okay, so here we go, guys. VWAP coming back to the upside on the 12-hour. Your 8-hour looking to print that green dot here pretty soon. 6-hour green dot printing right as we speak. Yeah, maybe that brings us up short term. 4-hour green dot confirmed. 5-hour green dot printing. 2-hour green dot looking strong. Getting a nice little bounce here on XRP. Coming down those lower time frames. 12-minute back in the green. Now, you're likely to cool off here. You got your red dot on the 12-minute. However, yeah, 15-minute money flow coming back into the green. Money flow on your 24 and 30-minute are looking like they want to cross back over into the green. Excuse me. And your 6-hour green dot and your printing and your 8-hour green dot about to print. You might get a short-term move to the upside on XRP. If you do want to remember, let's see if TradingView identifies this as a bear pennant. Let's see. Now you want to be, about these bear pennants here because, okay, so it's not identifying this as a bear pennant. I mean, I don't know. You do have somewhat of a bear pennant here, right? Boom. Boom. Just not as developed, right? So, maybe XRP lags behind, right? You get the big move down, you get the bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, and then maybe you just kind of bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, and then you get something like a blood diamond or a yellow X here, and then you get that dump to the downside, potentially. If that were to play out exactly how Bitcoin and Ethereum played out, that's how it would happen, right? But no guarantees here. We'll have to see. I would keep an eye on this bear pennant, and if this were to play out to the downside, where could it potentially bring us? Roughly could bring us down here to about 20 cents even. That would be the measured move from this bear pennant. A little bing, bong, bing. That would be absolutely brutal. But let's come up to the higher time frames and see if there is a reason why we may be looking down towards this level. And it does make a lot of sense. We do have that macro value area low coming in at about 18 cents, which is eerily close to the technical target of that bear pennant. So maybe we do come back down to revisit that value area low, that macro value area low, which would be bringing us down almost down to those March 2020 lows. So yeah, that would be a very, very big level to watch. However, not going to be the first level that we go ahead and hit. Let's see what else was another level we can watch is going to be right about here. And I would also watch right about there. So these are some more local levels you can watch for XRP. If we do break down out of this bear pennant, could get a decent bit of support on about 26 cents, and then you also have a decent bit of support at about 22 cents. But right now, other than this bear pennant, nothing really screaming to me that this thing is going to absolutely launch to the upside or absolutely launch to the downside. As you can see, no real bull div on the 1 hour. This is definitely looking a bit different than XRP and Ethereum. Bitcoin and Ethereum. So yeah, just keeping an eye on that bear pennant, and then again, your next major level of support is going to bring you down to about 20. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I would say about 26 cents is going to be that next level of absolute, super, super strong support. But if we do break, we don't have to come much higher to break into this low volume gap up here and get a revisit of this high volume node at about 46 cents, right? So it's like basically 10 cents in each direction. Are you going to hit, are you going to drop down to 26, or are you going to break into this low volume gap and get a rip back up to these high volume nodes in the 40s? That's another potential possibility. And if we go ahead and pull some volume on this more local range that we have here, we'll go ahead and pull up our special, super secret, super fancy. Where'd it go? What are we looking at here? Let's pull up our indicators tab here. I got an itchy leg, guys. Oh, my God. Yeah. So if we come to our favorites here, pull up that mesopic vision. And then let's go ahead and pull it all the way from, let's pull it from here to here. See where that local volume is. Go ahead and hide that VPVR. Yeah. So, I would look for a rejection. If we do get a move up to about 38 cents, that's where I would look for that rejection. But yeah, that's kind of your local levels here. Your kind of value area, you do have a value area basically right about here. Let me go ahead and change these lines. Go ahead and make them a little bit thicker and make them white so we can see them a little bit better. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. There we go. So you have one value area here with your value area high, value area low, and POC. So if we do break above this level here, which we are starting to do right here at about 36.41, if we can get above this level, which looks like it might happen, Looks like it might happen. Come up, flip this to support. If you're going by the volume profile, it would be more likely for you to start working your way back up towards that POC at about 38 cents. So there you go. There's XRP. And then let's see if we have, let's see where that local golden pocket from this top is. Another level to watch for, some resistance. If we do get a move to the upside, is about 30.377 cents. So there you go. In a short on Matic, bouncing off the POC. Frankie Candles, can you take a look? Luke, let's go ahead and do it. Let's take a look at Matic. Bouncing off the POC. Okay, so here we go. I wish I labeled these levels. I really wish I labeled these levels. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clear all of this. Turn back on the Heikanashis. 2 hour. Bada boom. Here we go. Okay. So starting off on the weekly here, guys. VWAP is below the zero line. Red dot is confirmed. Not really rounding off just yet. 6-day starting to round off. 4-day starting to round off. Let's see that. 2-day starting to work its way up. Money flow still looks pretty bad. Daily money flow starting to roll back over to the downside. VWAP's been below the zero line for quite some time. Satoshi Glakamoto. People saying congrats. What's up, CandleMafia? Just got out of a meeting with my lawyer. Just got great news. Court on Monday for full custody of my son. Prayers and positive vibes are much appreciated. Hey, Satoshi, the Mafia is rooting for you, man. That's amazing. I'm super happy to hear that, bro. That's awesome news. Shout out to Satoshi Glakamoto. Abdo says, I was a newbie. It cost me $27K to learn. All I had is $35K. All I have right now to play with is $3,000 to $4,000. Glad I found you to learn and start again. I feel excited. Thank you for your live streams. Abdo Seni, shout out to you, man. Hey, bro, I'm super happy I was able to motivate you to start back up and give you the confidence to get into some pretty good trades. Shout out to you, man. That means a lot. I appreciate that. Okay, here we go. Hey, congrats, bro. Yeah, showing some love to Satoshi. Let's get it. Arthur says, Frankie, any good trades for the competition? Best setups, I would say right now for the competition, obviously not a trade call, and you want to be very careful because we have that yellow X on the daily, but the only real thing, right, you don't want to get into, sketchy trades here, especially in the competition. This is... Turn it to regular candles. God. Yeah, man. This is starting to look... Yeah. Okay, so the setup, basically, bull div on the 1 hour is printing at our key level of support, which is our value area low right here, coming in at about 15,731. So that's a setup here, looking for a potential short-term bounce. However, with the yellow X on the 4 hour confirmed and the yellow X on the daily printing... It could be a little bit of a risky trade, so just make sure you're using good risk management. But we do have a 90-minute bull div printing. We also have the 1 hour bull div printing. Nice long wick down here. So potentially, let me just see something here. Let me turn off that VPVR. Turn on Lux Algo price action concepts. I don't know if a lot of you guys probably know about this update already. Probably going to make a pre-record about this at some point this week, maybe tomorrow. Big Lux Algo update, guys, and I think they are doing a Black Friday deal. If you guys want to sign up for Lux Algo, don't forget to click the link in the description down below. It's an amazing indicator, one of the main indicators that I use, but they just did a massive update, all based off of smart money concepts. Super huge update. I'm going to be doing a updated Lux Algo video to show you guys kind of the inner workings of this, how to change all the settings, all the features, because there is a ton of them. But one of those really cool, features is this liquidity grab tool that basically highlights any liquidity grabs, which kind of could give you a little bit of confidence if the price is going to move in the direction you want. I actually don't see them really popping up here right now. Let's see where I'm trying to find an example. Yeah, there you go, right here. So, yeah, it'll highlight the wick in red or green if it is a liquidity, if it senses that it's a liquidity grab. But we are not getting that down here, right? So it could indicate a potential trend reversal if that was a liquidity grab. Just kind of come down here, grab that liquidity, and then get a move to the upside. But there you go. Short answer is that the setup we were talking about earlier was that bull div on the 1 hour time frame as we hold this value area low. But again, you want to be very careful because we have yellow X. We have yellow X's popping up on a lot of these time frames, and that could potentially get stepped on. Let's see. But yeah. You should take a look at MDX Algo. It's very good. Yeah, we could take a look at that. I can't lie. Coming to the live stream every day has really helped me stay positive for the future. I've been going to court for this since 2019. The first court date was supposed to be 3/30/2020. Satoshi, that means a lot, man. I've been getting, I get that. Someone else messaged me. I have to answer them, and I will answer you if you're watching this right now. I see the messages. I have a very busy schedule, but I will get back to you. Someone else messaged me. I don't know if they want to be talked about, so I won't say the name. But they reached out and said the same thing. They're like, "Hey, man, I just want to let you know, like you're just good vibes, like kind of keep my spirits up." They were going through some stuff, and they said that my live streams just helped them like stay positive in a really bad time. And obviously my goal here is to help you guys make money, but if I can help you have a better day as well, it means a lot. It means it's like yeah, I couldn't ask for anything more. But yeah, shout out to the CandleMafia. Frankie, will BP ever see the light of day again? Can we check it out? Yeah, we could try to check that out. If not today, maybe tomorrow. Seriously, I love you, Frankie. Satoshi, you're like a brother to me, man. As everybody in the CandleMafia feels like family, guys. Yeah, dude, I'm super happy to be able to help you trade and help you have a good day. We're always here having a good time. So if you're having a bad day out there, just know that if it's between 5:45 and 7:30, you can just flip on Frankie Candles and we'll be over here being like, bing bong, and to shut us down. They tried to shut us down, but they couldn't do it, guys. They couldn't do it. But yeah, guys, we'll be here having a good time. If you're ever having a bad day, just tune in, make some money, and come have a good time with the CandleMafia. But that's the setup right there. I forget who asked for it. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. Nice big long tail, big long wick to the downside here. Could indicate a potential trend reversal, but nothing really. It's not. Yeah, it's hard to call here. That is technically a bullish setup for a potential long opportunity, but be very careful because of those yellow X's. I ping-ponged too hard. That's right. Bubba's Crypto in the chat. Wolves in the chat. Let's go. Blew out the ping-pong button. Let's get it. And now he's invisible. Abracadabra. Poof, he's gone. And just like that, guys, boom, the stream is done. Bing. They're trying to shut us down tonight, guys. I don't know what's going on. They're trying to take us down, but they won't bring it. I'm not going down without a fight. But here you go, right? Typically, I don't know how long I was muted there for. So typically with the D-shape profiles, you could see this is somewhat of a D-shape. And with these, you typically want to short the value area highs, which would be right here. So you want to short the highs, short the highs, short the highs. And then you would want to long the lows, right? You come up close to that POC, and then you tap the POC, you come back to the bottom. But with the D-shapes, you want to short the highs, and then you would technically want to long the lows. But if you look here at the 1 hour, obviously we are getting a little bit of a bull div here, as you can see. We also have snake eyes on the 1 hour right here. Didn't give us much of a move. Coming back down to put in this bull div, which did kind of get invalidated here with a red dot, but that next green dot that prints could give us that bull div. But again, you want to be very careful around these yellow X's, guys. They can be a very, very bearish sign, and they could step on some of these bullish patterns and bullish setups, such as the bull div. So be very, very careful. Yeah, Litecoin we could take a look at. Sound is on. Let's go. Paper Planes in the chat. Let's go. Let's see. Hey, shout out Paper Planes. Did you change your name to Paper Planes 210X because that's how much you X'd your money? Or has it always been 210X? Let me know. Let's see. I was happy before, but now my face literally hurts. Now I'm smiling. That was so classic. Let's see. Let's see. Mr. Candles is the realest YouTuber. D-Gen, I appreciate that, man. Listen, I'm just a guy. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to hide. I'm not trying to be something I'm not, guys. I think there's no ego over here, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a guy trying to help people. Genuinely here to help, guys. I don't know. There's good people. I feel like I used to think that. I used to think good people were far and few between until I found you guys, and then I realized they're all over the place. They're just all in different spots. But we gather the good people into the best mafia ever. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the best. But we could take a look at Theta. Someone said Crypto Lifer is saying that he sees something on Theta may move. Yeah, we could take a look at that. I mean, I'll tell you this: if Crypto Lifer says it's probably going to move, probably going to move. You know what I'm saying? Lifer knows his stuff. But yeah, we could totally take a look at it. Maybe catch a nice move there. Hey, Frankie, your new outro tune is dope. Shout out, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Daddy Zach. I'm shorting Frankie's mic. Yeah, short the heck out of this thing. But yeah, guys. Again, like, you know, when we get these bull divs on the lower time frames with the 1 hour on the 1 hour and below, you know, as they creep, you know, probably going to print a 2 hour. Yeah, you might print a 2 hour bull div here, slight. But these are typically bullish signs. But with the yellow X's, I will warn you to be very careful because this is a breakdown and a bearish retest with a confirmation of a yellow X could continue to the downside for H bar. If you do continue down, where can you expect some support? I would say, yeah, I mean, you're rejecting this local golden pocket. Not the best look, guys. Not the best look. Let's see. Do we have another local golden pocket coming in as support anytime soon? No, we are below that one too. I'd watch this 786. I'd watch this 786 right here at about 0.044 cents. That'll likely be your next major level of support. Watch these lower time frame bull divs. However, again, with the yellow X, be very careful. All right, let's move on. Let's take, let's see, plot twist. He's not just a guy. He's an alien. Oh, no. Let's see. Yeah, no volume. 4-minute daily candle close. Let's go. Lane Hughes keeping us on track. Let's get it, bro. Thank you. All right, guys. I know you guys wanted to see masks. Shout out to Pedro, potentially. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Mask. Let's take a look at mask. All right. So here we are. Blood Diamond confirmed on the 1 hour time frame. Boom. God, look at this thing. Bam. Very interesting price action. Okay. Taking a look at the weekly on mask. Weekly red dot printing, guys. This is not the best sign. Not the best sign. Were we looking at shorts on this? I have a feeling that this was when we were looking for shorts. Did you get it? That was the question. Ooh, baby. Super close. There you go. Big bear div. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a line. Yeah, we were looking at this giant bear div, lower highs on your momentum waves with the higher highs on price, and then a big move to the downside. Yeah. Okay, so here, we got our volume pulled here. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. But yeah, weekly red dot printing, that is definitely more of a bearish look. Your 6-day red dot printing, I mean, higher daily time frames does look like they want to continue cooling off. 12-hour, how's the money flow? Money flow on the daily coming out as well. That's definitely more. Who said it? Leroy. I think he might be behind in the chat, or he might be behind on the stream, but he just maybe I just like jumped. I was like, no, it's off again, but it's not. Shout out to you, man. Oh, Pedro, there he is. Yes. From California, Josh Allentown. Let's go. Let's go Bills. Shout out, man. Thank you for being here. And yeah, Pedro was the one that wanted to see mass. So here we go. VK in the chat. Let's get it. Cobalt, what's going on? Wants to see Litecoin. We can take a look at Litecoin. Do you know big news tomorrow for Matic? Interesting. Steven, what is that news? Let me know in the chat. Cobra Kai in the chat, guys. Super OG. Frankie is a refreshing daily take on action. Twitter has been exhausting. Yes, yeah, Twitter's been toxic lately. But continuing on here, guys, your 12-hour money flow coming out. Your 16-hour money flow coming out. 8-hour money flow back in the red, but looking to print a green dot here pretty soon. Looking at those lower time frames, looking at the 30-minute money flow rolling back out. 15-minute rolling out as well. What's your 3 and 4 hour doing? Yeah, this one's a hard call. I'll be honest. This one's a hard call. Looking at the 1 hour, looking for those bull divs. No bull div here. Yeah, no bull div here really on your yeah, no bull div on the 1 hour, but you do have a confirmed blood diamond. Kind of hard to call this one, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll give you some levels. I mean, if you get a move to the downside, major level you would be looking to hold. Turn on that VPVR as well as armoroscopic vision. Oh, whoops. There we go. VPVR. Let's see. Yeah. So your next likely level of support will be this high volume node coming in at about $2.25. If you lose that, you do have this value area low at about $2.08 even. Go ahead and put a level there. And if you lose that, understand that you do have this big volume gap right here. And that brings you down to this high volume node at about $1.70. Go ahead and put a level here as well. Yeah, at $1.70. Boom, boom, boom. So those are the levels I would watch to the downside with a little bit of context. I'm going to put a box here in between this low volume gap, and then I'm going to resize it a little bit. Boo. Come on. Boom. And then I'm going to grab my text tool, put it here, type in low volume gap. Hit OK. That way we know if we break into this box, we have low volume there, and it could be a quick move down to that $1.70 region. And there you go. There is Mask looking like it could potentially cool off. Watch that 1 hour blood diamond for a potential continuation to the downside. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay. Gala. Yeah, we'll take a look at Gala. Shout out to JP. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Gala. Taking a look at Gala. Here we go. Bada boom. Bada bing. Take a little bit of that spicy South Korean sparkling cave juice. All right. Also, guys, I do have to pull. I'm going to pull this up. If I have time today, I'll try to pull it up. But yeah, nominated. I got nominated for Blockchain Influencer Award for best TA something. Like TA, yeah, I think best TA personality or best new TA channel, something like that. I got nominated. Super, super cool. But yeah, I'll try to bring that up today. You guys can go vote for me, and maybe we could take home a belt. That would be super, super cool. I know Ben's won before. Hit Network has won before. Maybe our next channel can take a dub home. That would be super dope. But yeah, let's see. Yeah. You guys are funny. Okay, here we go. Shout out to Lane. Let's see here. Bada boom. Here we go. Okay. Oof. Yeah, interesting stuff here on Gala. Now, be very careful because Gala. Oh, overcome with the super chat. Thank you so much for that $1.99 super chat. You are the best. Arthur says best T and A. Ooh, interesting. Javid says, yo, Frankie, how can I reach you regarding the marble race I won? Javid, reach out to Tony or Tyler in the Discord, and we'll get you. We'll get you. Don't worry. Yeah, it may not be like immediate, but don't worry. I know I spoke to Joel today. We have not forgotten. You'll get hooked up. Don't you worry. But yeah, reach out to Tyler and Tony in the Discord, and they'll get you hooked up. Okay. Blue Punk Rocker. Shout out to Blue Punk Rocker in the chat. But yeah, here we go, guys. Looking at the daily time frame. Let's see. Actually, let's come over to the weekly and see. Yeah, VWAP starting to curve back up on the weekly could be a good sign, but that yellow X is confirmed on your 5-day. That could continue to play out here. It's on your 3-day. 2-day getting rejected at that 0 line. Your daily looking like it wants to come up, but you could potentially get rejected again. This VWAP has been below that 0 line for so long, about 16 days. So that is bound to come up at some point. Taking a look at the 4-hour, green dot is confirmed. Looking at those lower time frames, money flow not quite making it up there. I'd love to see this money flow crossover into the green, but we're just not seeing it. Looking a little bit more bearish, guys. Looking a little bit more bearish. I'll give you some levels here on Gala. Keep losing track of time here. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to start wrapping this up soon. Let's see. Twitter say there is something coming tomorrow in... Oh, interesting. Shout out to G-Man. 305. What is going on, man? Thank you for being here. But tonight, he's G-Man's 4949. Let's get it. Not to be confused with 69. Very popular number. Daily Candle just opened. Let's go ahead and check it right after this. Small commercial break. But anyway, yeah, some levels to watch here. Oh, God, yeah. See, Gala's hard to get those levels on because it's so murdered to the downside. Yeah, I mean, this thing is just getting crushed. Yeah, I don't even, I'll be 100% honest with you guys. I like, where else do we look? We have a wick all the way down to about, I mean, this is your last, this is the oldest price action we have on this chart, at least. It brings you down to about 2 cents. If we lose this value area low, you could be on your way to about 2 cents. If you don't hold that, things could get very, very ugly. They're going to have some fun with short soon. Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. Yeah, big news for Matic, apparently. I'm going to have to look into that. 1 cent Gala orders added. Sniper's Nightmare does not hurt. Okay, so let's go ahead. Shout out to G-Man. And Jeffrey Anderson wants to see Chili's. But we're going to have to come back up to our Bitcoin daily time frame. Turn off this. Yeah, there you go, guys. Yellow X is officially confirmed on Hyken's and your regular candles. VWAP. Yeah, money flow in the red. Remember, I told you guys at the beginning of the stream, it'd be likely that we cross into the red by the end of the stream. There it is. This is a more bearish look. Now, I don't want you guys to take this as, you know, we're going to wake up tomorrow and be at 0. Obviously, the chances of a short-term bounce could be likely because of this 1 hour bull div, but look at that VWAP looking like it could potentially just roll back over. Coming down to the 45-minute, you can see that's rolling back over too. 30-minute, kind of flat, and as you work your way down, these VWAPs are starting to roll back over to the downside. It's a sketchy trade. It's not, we did come down to our key level. We did get those bullish divergences, but they're just a little bit sketchy. You don't have the money flow coming up nicely. So you don't really have those, super bullish confirmations. So, yeah, just take that for what it's worth. We'll take a look at Matic before we hop off here. But speaking to what Lane is talking about, guys, the bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Now, I know a lot of people are looking at this, and it's just in general, right? Just in general, all the way, if you come all the way back here to our June sell-off here, and you draw your trend line, you have higher lows on all of your momentum waves. You have momentum generally coming to the upside. Let me draw this on a cleaner chart here. Let's just remove that. Turn off our VPVR, bada boom, and then bada bing. Okay. So, just in general here, if you grab your trend line from all the way in June, your momentum waves are making higher lows as you are making lower lows on your price action. This is typically a very bullish sign. However, I'd be very careful with all the yellow X's popping up because those yellow X's can absolutely step on these bullish setups. And as of right now, you would want to wait for a green dot to start printing here on the daily time frame. VWAP is working its way back up, but between the yellow X's and the money flow back in the red, I don't know how confident I am that these are going to play out. It doesn't mean that they won't. I warn you to be very careful because the yellow X and the money flow is still looking very bearish. But yeah, that is definitely a bull div on the daily time frame. So you'll have to see what happens. Also, just in general on a more local level, you do have this bull div starting to print as well. But this is very slight, right? You have your lower lows here with your slightly higher lows here. But again, you want to wait for that green dot. But with this red dot confirmed, you could easily come down and invalidate that bull div. So Lane, that's kind of why I'm taking this with a grain of salt. It is there, but again, it's just not the strongest looking div that I've ever seen with the yellow X's and the money flow turning back into the red. But guys, we are running out of time here, so I'm going to take one more look at something big is happening tomorrow, and now in the green. Wow, it must be big. Oh, hey, let's go. So actually, let's take a look at Matic one more time. Yeah, on the daily noble div. Boom. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at Chili's real quick before we hop off because I saw you guys calling for that. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So there you go, Chili's. I don't really know what that blue box is. But here we go on the weekly time frame. Red dot confirmed. Confirmed on the last candle close. 6-day confirmed. 5-day red dot confirmed as well. Blood diamond printing on your 4-day. This is very bearish. 3-day, 4-day, and your money flow. Your money flow and that blood diamond look pretty nasty. Look at that. Look at that money flow just ripping to the downside with the added pain of that blood diamond. Not the best look. 2-day blood diamond printing as well. Money flow not as ugly as the other time frames, but yeah. Whew. Daily money flow back in the red, looking kind of similar to other things that we've been looking at. Let's go ahead and pull some volume here. See where the volume is at. Boom, boom. Yeah, D-shaped volume profile. Actually, if you bring it down here, yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw this. Bada boom. Bada bing. Okay, and then you have your POC right there in the middle. Now, again, basically a D-shaped volume profile. Now, this is a pretty good example, guys, with these volume profiles. Short the highs, target the POC. Move your stop loss into profit or at least to your break even. Try to ride it down to the value area low. Boom. You could have got that trade for about 32%, and then you do see you come down to your value area low. You get your support. You get in your trade, target the POC. You come up here for about 22%. Move your stop loss into profit. Take some money off the table, and then try to target the value area high. Boom, you come right up to the value area high for about 50% profit. And then you're back at the top. You're looking for shorts here. See if you could find the bearish confirmations. Boom, you get a move down to your POC. You hang out there for a little bit for 19%. And then you come all the way down to your value area low for about 35% before longing yourself all the way back to the top. So long story short, short the top, value area low. Long the bottom, value area high. Short the top, value area low. Long the bottom, value area high. Short the top, value area low. Long the bottom, value area high. Short the top, value area low. Where are we right now? Back at the value area low. If this pattern continues, you could potentially look for some bullish setups to potentially get into another long position. And if you did, now I want to be clear here. I'm not saying you should long here. I'm not looking at any confirmations, at least as of right now. But if we hold support here and you find bullish confirmations, you would want to target your value area, your point of control as your first profit target, right? And then if you get above that POC, you can move your stop loss to your entry just like that. Move your stop loss to your, and then move your stop loss into profit, and then target the value area high. Now it's a winning risk-free trade. If you get stopped out, you'll get stopped out in profit and still make money. And you are also holding on to ride for some further potential gains into that value area high. Chili sauce, let's go. Shout out to Drew. Let's see. Yeah, actually, so Crypto Nate asked a really good question. How would you have gotten that first trade if the volume profile was just developing? Would it have even shown the POC where it is developing now? And that is completely dependent on the price action. Sometimes it does. If you stay within a range, a clean range like this, it could remain relatively close, right? Maybe the POC moves a little bit, the value areas move a little bit, but it does remain somewhat similar. But it really depends on the price action. But either way, you can still treat this at the same way, right? So like if you're back here and it's not looking like a D-shaped profile, then you wouldn't be long in the tops and shorting the bottoms. But it really depends on the price action. So right now, if you were looking at this as it's developed right now, you would be looking for longs at this value area low and targeting that POC as your first price, as your first profit target. However, there's no confirmation there, at least that I was looking at yet. So you don't just want to take that trade, but I'm just showing you how to treat these different volume profiles. But great question, because Frankie said something about something. I'm a D-gen. Shout out to Nomad Dad. But yeah, great question, because the value areas do move, right? So just for example, this is a good, probably a good teachable moment. Let's see, right? So if you went ahead and pulled some volume, say on, let's see, yeah, okay. So let's say you pulled this volume profile, right? Now, this is not a D shape. I'll try to bring this up on the stream tomorrow. I'll try to find a better example. But really, the point I'm trying to make here is, or the point that, who asked it? Crypto Nate. Crypto Nate is trying to figure out here is the POC or the value area develops, right? So here we go. So if we draw these levels, you'll notice that these levels move as price develops because these levels are based off of volume, and as price action happens, the volume changes and the levels change, right? So if we move this back, chances are the levels are going to be different on this volume profile. But you can see that they're actually not that much different, right? So your value area, so here, we'll just move price along here. And you have your value area high up here in purple, and then our value area wound up being this white line. And then you hit play, and this is not gonna, I don't have this extending to the right. Hang on. There you go. Boom. Okay. So as we move price action, you'll see that the value area and the value area high and the value area low actually do move. So that is a great question, but you still treat these volume profile shapes the same way, right? You would just be shorting technically different levels. So let's let this finish playing out. Yeah, we're moving, but I'd be cautious, JT. Absolutely. Yeah, 4-hour and daily bull div playing out. Oh, baby, we're pumping. Are we? Oh, yeah, there she goes. 1 hour bull div, baby. Let's go. She's playing out. She's playing out a little bit. Yeah. Boom. Snake eyes on your 30-minute as well. But yeah, I'll try to come up. I'll try to come up with good examples on how to deal with the actual developing value areas. That's why when you pull your volume, you want to make sure you're not pulling it on like very small amount of price action. You want to pull it over a range that has been developing, right? Because you're only going to trade in a range until you're not anymore, right? So if you pull it along a range that's been holding pretty well, you can assume that the highs will hold and the lows will hold until they don't, right? Okay. So anyway, guys, with that being said, I think that's all the time we got. We're almost at 2 hours here. We're going to go ahead and spin that wheel of pain and pleasure. Let's go here. Wheel, bada bing. Here we go. Bang. Here we go. Boom. How many likes do we have? 472 people still in here. 450 likes, guys. We did not even get close to 550, but that's okay. We'll just do 4 spins. Not a big deal. Let's bring that screen right up. Let's go. Maddox going crazy. Let's see. Is Matic actually going crazy, though? People like to say, oh, my God, it's going crazy. It's going crazy. It's not really going crazy. Let's see. Yeah, nice little, it is moving. It is moving. 2%. Let's see. Matic is moving. Frankie Doomsday Ada. Oh, boy. Number one hater in America. Let's see. Smash the like button if you didn't. G7 Up said it, not me. Gotta listen to G7 Up. Shout out, brother. Getting ready to vote for you, Frankie. Let's get it. Look how insane Matic is held, though. Yeah, absolutely. I would have to agree with that. All right, let's go ahead and move on here. There's that wheel spin. Nope. Rug pulled on the first one. Here we go. We'll spin it again. 475 likes. Hit that like button. Crypto Knight said it, not me, guys. Got to listen to Crypto Knight. Here we go. Oh, baby, give him a giveaway. Let's get it. 493 concurrent viewers. I forgot to honk the like button. Sorry, fixed now. Shout out to Nomad Dad. I liked it. Right into resistance joy. You know we're in a bear market when a 2% jump is crazy. Rob the Crypto Snob. Dang right. Dang right, dude. Yeah, it is funny. It is funny. Matic to dump right after. Mr. McLong says Ponzi. Rugged, baby. Rugged. Let's go. Give him another giveaway. Let's go. I might give you, if we hit 500 likes before we're done spinning, guys, I'll give you guys 7 spins on the wheel. 7 spins on the wheel. Let's see. Get that sauce, baby. Let's go. Give him one more giveaway. Let's get it. So close to 500 likes, but not quite. Super close, but no cigar. 1, 2, 3 giveaways for tonight's stream, guys. And with that being said, guys, I got to go do this BitBoy crypto video so I don't get fired. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The wheel likes investing. The wheel is like investing in crypto. I saved the link to vote. Oh, let's go. Shout out. Polygon Matic to top 3. Hey, I don't think it's impossible. But, guys, with all that being said, that is all the time I got for tonight's stream. I appreciate every single one of you 478 beautiful Mafia members for tuning in all the way till the end of the stream. Thank you for the 493 likes. Smash that like button on your way out if you did not hit it already. It is the only way that we can push this information out to the masses and grow this crypto community into an unstoppable force, even more than it already is. And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, same place, same time, right here at the Frankie Candle Studio, 5:45 Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. That's all I got. Frankie Candle's out. Hasta pasta. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.
What? No, they banned the fake Mrs. Candles. It wasn't you. It was the fake one. I think it was the. Oh, we're live. Okay. Whoops. How did that happen? Tyler, you're getting me in trouble here with Mrs. Candles. Did we ban the fake one or the real one? She thinks it's the real one, but I don't know if she knows what she's talking about. Oh yeah, she's mad. She's mad. I gotta go. She's got a wooden spoon in her hand. Yikes! Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.